Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. This is your home for organic Bible study that's hot, fresh, and delicious. Today we're looking at verses 9 through 12 in Psalm 38. So if you have your Bible and you want to open up there with me, let me remind you, while we have just a minute here, about my-dailydose.com. That's where you can find all things Daily Dose Radio. It's our website where you and I can meet together. Also, we have apps for your phone. Just go to your favorite app store, and you can find Daily Dose Radio app there, and you can put it on your device. Have Daily Dose Radio right there at your fingertips. Always be able to enter the Bible Bistro. That's the key. Being able to have 5-minute Bible study. You want that. So, get the app, go to the website, and enjoy yourself some Daily Dose Radio. Verses 9 through 12. Lord, all my desire is before thee, and my groaning is not hid from thee. My heart panteth, my strength faileth me. As for the light of mine eyes, it also is gone from me. My lovers and my friends stand aloof from my sore, and my kinsmen stand afar off. They also that seek after my life lay snares for me, and they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things, and imagine deceits all the day long. All right, well, we have some more of this penitential psalm. David has laid out his case, hasn't he, in verses 1 through 8. His sin, his sickness, his disease. O Lord, rebuke me not. That's been his request, hasn't it? And we come to 9, and we have the second half now of this psalm beginning here, or the second part, I should say. Lord, all my desire is before thee. So he asks, don't rebuke me in your hot displeasure. All my desire is before thee. And what's his desire? Healing, restoration, forgiveness. This is a penitential psalm. David's laying it all out before him. My groaning is not hid from thee. He says, I'm not doing this quietly. I'm putting it all out here before you. I'm laying it on the table. My heart panteth, my strength faileth. As for the light of mine eyes, it is also gone. So everything is leaving him. And then we have in verse 11, this lovers and friends stand afar off. They are aloof. And notice that it says, from my sore. Now this could just mean, in general, his sickness. So they're standing aloof from his sickness. Maybe they don't want to be communicating with his sin. Perhaps the sickness because of sin is something they don't want to be a part of, and so they stand back from him. Just like we thought we were doing there when we read, verses 5 through 8, the stinking wound. Here it is again. The stinking wound in 5 comes back here in verse 11, my sore. Could this be leprosy? Could it be that this leprosy had spread and now people are starting to disassociate themselves from the psalmist because of that? It could be. Could be leprosy. Could just be, generally speaking, of his sickness. They all stand afar off. This also, of course, has been seen by the church down through the centuries as words that may have been spoken about Christ. So he was also one whose friends and lovers and acquaintances and kinsmen stood apart from because they did not understand what God was doing with him. Verse 12, they also that seek after my life lay snares for me. See, again, we have the enemy coming in and doing what the enemy always does. He lays snares. They say mischievous things. They imagine things. The enemy or the wicked man is always doing this. And so here it is again. This also fits into the idea that this is about the life of Christ, because as he was aloof from, or his friends were aloof from him during the Passion, so the enemy was not. The enemy was seeking his life, laying snares for him, and so they caught him. They that seek my hurt speak mischievous things and imagine deceits all the day long. So he has sin within, he has disease within, he has trouble without, and even the enemy is hot on his case. Join me again tomorrow, and we'll look at verses 13 through 17 and see what's about to happen next on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.